Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? Well, with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills. Wait, did I say job title yet? Get started today and see how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
This is Paige DeSorbo, the co-host of Giggly Squad. I have exciting news. McDonald's has all new McCrispy strips. It's chicken made for dipping. Tender, juicy white meat chicken with a golden brown, peppery breading. It's chicken so good it deserves its own sauce. The creamy chili McCrispy strip dip, a sauce that's creamy, savory, and sweet with a little heat. But it works with any of our sauces. I'm personally a barbecue sauce girl. Even sometimes I like ketchup. I'm just like basic sometimes. But I also need it in addition to any new sauces I'm trying. With a new creamy chili McCrispy strip dip, it's chicken made for dipping, only at McDonald's.
Ever wonder what your lashes are destined for? The cards have spoken. Maybelline New York Mascara does it all. Whether you crave fully fan lashes with Lash Sensational, big, bold volume from the Colossal, a dramatic lift with Falsies Lash Lift, or natural-looking volume from Great Lash, your perfect lash future awaits. Manifest your best mascara today. Shop Maybelline New York and discover your lash destiny. Shop now at Walmart.
Short bar today, man. Ducking the self-hate, don't care who hate. I'm saying the wrong bars, ain't I? Hey, I just repeat myself. Ducking the self-hate, only the real can relate, man. I determine my fate. It's the Coach Uncut podcast. I'm getting with my brethren. What it do? It's your boy DJ Noah Fresh. Mr. I always got my people with me. You already know what I'm doing here. Shout out to the people, man. It's your boy Trey Pound, the moisturizer, a.k.a. the tsunami for your mommy. You know, president of Wet Lives Matter, because if it ain't wet, it don't even matter. Overlook your boy up that thing you do, man.
Yo, come see me. It's the Coach Uncut podcast, man. Support the guys. It's the Morning Cup. It's your boy Corey. And I'm here to tell you, be not afraid. Be courageous. Go get it, man. We are them people.
What it do? It's your boy DJ Noah Fresh. Mr. I always got my people with me. You already know what I'm doing here.
Yo, it's your boy Trey Pound, the moisturizer. Y'all already know. They call me Big Ski. Larry soaking drums. Hallelujah. President of Wet Lives Matter, because if it ain't wet, it don't even matter, man. Play me my theme.
What up with it? Beautiful Thursday evening. It's the Culture Uncut Podcast Daily Cup, and it's just me, your host Corey or Silk, and I got my co-host. We missing Treyway today, man. What's up with it? Nova.
Man, nothing much, man. You know, Mr. I got my people with me like always, bruh. You already know.
Already.
What it do?
Still battling the rain over here a little bit. Muggy, still muggy. Got a little colder. No Treyway. Treyway had to back out last minute, man. We don't.
Trey up there, man. He up there with the snow, man. Hitting the snow bunnies, man. Playing with
he
the
in
snow
Atlanta.
bunnies.
They got some flurries. I don't think he really in the thick. You know, Atlanta people treat any snow like it's the biggest snow in the world. But
bruh, don't they?
Boys had skis out.
Boys, it was just wilding. It was.
Well,
wilding,
let's get
bro.
into it, man. We got a few topics that we want to knock out. Like I said a couple weeks ago, we're going to be dropping these daily. Definitely tap in with us at teacuppodcast.com. We got coffee, the best coffee you're going to find, best coffee you're going to buy. They ain't me trying to sell you. I'm a coffee drinker. If you're a coffee drinker, tap in, grab you some of that morning cup. You know, if you miss the evening shows, it blends perfectly in the morning with some of this pick-me-up that we be kicking on this podcast. And we also appreciate everybody for hanging out with us every single night that we do these. It's appreciated. Go and follow us on every platform, Instagram, subscribe on YouTube. You know, follow each one of the hosts on all of these apps, support us, and we appreciate y'all for tuning in with us each and every night, man. Donald Trump, President Trump.
Just saying the name is just, you already know. That boy he up there flying them executive, what is it? Executive orders that just flying
Executive
like
orders. like papers off a printer, boy.
Yeah.
I know, like, he must got an unlimited pen with ink in it. Like one of them refill pens, automatically refill.
They letting them fly. It'd be a battle on the way out of the old president. They be having their orders and pardons, and then the new president coming in, like they be bad, like a versus of pardons and executive orders, man. But ICE is definitely moving and grooving with the illegal immigrants. It's been a lot of things that's been going viral. People getting picked up. It's everything that he promised he was going to do immigration-wise so far. He's trying to get people up out of here, man. What you been grasping?
Here's my thing, and this is what people got to understand. Like, right? If people truly cared about you and truly cared about your well-being and saying they want to protect your rights and make this a constitutional fundamental right, then they will pass legislative to make that a right. We go through all these Congress, all these Senates every year. This immigration thing ain't a new thing. So if they really wanted to protect immigrants or make the process easy, they would have done it a long time ago. But when they rule by executive authority, like, all they're saying is, while I'm in, this is Gucci. This policy is Gucci. But once they leave, it's just, the other person could just rescind it. So they playing with you. They playing with your emotions. They playing on your top. Because if it was really important, it wouldn't be an executive. They wouldn't leave it up to the president to write on a memo to be torn up by the next administration. So
yeah, they real
no
deal
need to
playing
be in an uproar.
chess. They were real deal playing chess with the people, and a lot of us are pawns in the grand scheme of it all. And both of these parties, it ain't one, any Democrat or the Republicans. Everybody that get into that seat, they play power moves with immigration. And you just got to, like, decipher what's important to you and what you're looking for in immigration and just, vote accordingly. But the people, that's why I don't get, I got sympathy and empathy for everybody involved. But, I try not to let it tug at my heart a little bit because, like you said, they're all playing games. And this is just something, it's a little bit more televised these days, but this isn't anything new in the grand scheme of it all.
Yeah. Because if the last administration really cared about this, the man only been screaming it for however many years he's been running and in office. He's been telling you he was going to do this. So if the last administration or these political bodies cared about you, they would have protected you.
I thought it was like, I don't know if you have the clip that was in our group chat, but I thought it was interesting that a lot of the things that are going viral, the people that are getting picked up, they're pretty much saying these people previous criminal records, things they wanted for in other countries, things they escaped from and were released from in other countries, and things they've done so far while they're in this country. So if they're aiming towards the criminals first and got a pecking order, like, I like the way they're prioritizing it, that way some of the people that are honestly here trying to figure it out, they can have some time and some recourse to try to make something happen here a little bit, whatever time is afforded to them, even, you know what I'm saying? So I don't mind them prioritizing the people the bad apples. Because that's what I'm more concerned about when it pertains to immigration, is the undocumented people here that are not just breaking laws, but also partaking in benefits that take away from the American people.
I just want people to understand and realize something. What policy did he overturn? We got an immigration policy. We always had one. One administration didn't enforce it. That's why we had an influx of immigrants, right? They basically told them the playbook. Come here, say amnesty, and then we'll let you go free. We'll give you some money. And we really ain't we're going to drag our feet on your amnesty claim, right? Really setting you up. But it's always been he's not telling people you can't come to this country. He's just telling people, hey, man, you got to use the immigration policy that's in place, that's been in place for years.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's the proper way to do it. He's not shutting down all immigration, but it's a proper way to do it. You know what's bothering me, just following some of this, is the fear mongering amongst some of our people, especially people that have significant platforms, big platforms. They're fear mongering. They're deporting them, and black people, we next. Like, no, I'm not going anywhere.
Where they going to deport us to? To my house? I'm
Louisiana.
American. Yeah, I wish you would. Like it's so much fear mongering. All these little groups, man, I be seeing them, and it's just like, people need to read, man. Like that. Honestly. Facts. All he's doing, his executive order basically told them, go do your job. Notice he didn't rewrite a policy. He wrote that stuff about the birthright. He can write all he wants, but that's a constitutional amendment that gave everybody a constitutional right. You know how hard it is to overturn? You know how many people it takes to overturn that? And then his he's putting his family at concern too, because his wife, hey, yeah, your kids. It's just all for show, man. For the most part, largely, man. Largely. I've been seeing a lot of programs being shut down, like you said, executive orders to stop a lot of the DEI programs, and everybody just gotta relax. Don't get up in the uproar. Just let things play themselves out. They're gonna press all these clippings and headlines in each department. Yeah. They wanna create some outrage, and they play off our emotions, and that's everybody's emotions. Just general, the American people or any government does that to their people. They play off your emotions and whatnot, but just let everything run its course. There's really no reason for us to panic. I got a few things that I'm just watching, and I got my eye on. I want to see how it plays out. But I was talking to some of my white buddies of mine today, and these are dudes that were Democrat, right? Mm-hmm. And they're just opportunistic right now. And they say, hey, man, it is what it is now. But if I can make any little bit of money, every opportunity that I can while Trump is there, because that's the real benefit of him being there and why people want him there, is for opportunities to be able to make money and to be able to be in a better financial situation. So they're just talking about everything from Elon, technology, these meme coins, cryptocurrency, the people that he's bringing in to kind of help run a part of his cabinet, or people from tech world, business entrepreneurs, CEOs. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. It could be a complete disaster, right? But it also could be, if he's bringing business people in, it could be a lot of business opportunity when it pertains to even some of these meme coins, like what does all of this mean? And I'm just watching, paying attention, staying informed, like you say, reading. I'm trying to find any information I can to be informed about opportunities, man, because whenever there's calamity, there's opportunity. Yep. Nobody mentioned anything about the declassified MLK, JFK, RFK files. Everybody's quiet. We already know the government. Well, now you get to verify. Now you get to lock in and see what it actually is. And I think let me just say this before I say all that. Democrats created this monster. Had they not went after him, Trump wouldn't have got reelected. When they went after him with all this persecution and stuff, you emboldened him. You kept him relevant. What do we love most in America? The number one thing we love most in America is an underdog story. He won the first time because he was the underdog. And he won the second time because you tried to persecute him, and people love to see the underdog win. So he was done. He was finished. His career was over. No, I didn't think so. I didn't think so from go, because of, you just look at the landscape of like who's going to go against him. And that's what, the moment he lost, I told Trey that time, I was like, he's going to be president again. And he was like, no way, because the January 6th thing had happened. And I was just like, bro, like, who's going to beat him? Biden's already too old right now. And it's just, I think the Democrats, and I don't want to get too deep into like politics, I just don't think they read the room properly. And I think they let their people that vote for them, their following, they let those people down by not preparing and having a appropriate candidate, the way they dropped Biden out of it and staged a coup damn near with Kamala being the lady that ran or whatever. I just thought they wasn't prepared, and they dropped the ball, being too focused on what he was doing instead of focusing on themselves and their own party. They was trying to demonize everything he was doing. It kind of backfired on them. But I'm interested to see how he approaches this different, than the first time. The inauguration speech wasn't as gaudy. It wasn't as, he wasn't talking greasy. I think he's trying to go more of a legacy move this time. I think he's going to try to move a little bit more presidential, because I don't think he want to leave, these next 4 years with that stench that he had last time. I think he wants his legacy to be a little bit more of a people's person. So he's just coming across, as of now, seeing him in media, he's coming across a little bit more tasteful, I would say. We'll see as things rise, because how he handled Puerto Rico, the China, the coronavirus, all of that stuff was very distasteful. And that's what rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And people just latched on to those emotional things and didn't really latch on to a lot of policy things with him. So, I want to see how he approach everything. I'm just open-minded, man, as an American, man. Whoever gets in that seat, I just want to sit back, watch it all play out, and judge accordingly, Not be angry, not be mad, not be sad, not be emotional at all about it. Just watchful and aware. One of the things I'm interested in is if they're going to get that flat tax passed. Elaborate on that. Flat tax is basically all the taxes that we pay now is gone. You only pay just the sales tax when you buy items. So you don't pay an income tax, payroll tax, anything like that. It's very beneficial to businesses. And I tell people, like, the best thing you could do is if they institute a flat tax, in order for me to get around, because I've seen some proposals as low as 17% and then some high as 23%. And I'm with it, right? Because now it's going to make you a conscious spender. Right? But things that are exempt from it are businesses. So if you're a smart person, Silk, why don't you open up a grocery store? I'm opening up a clothing store. So when you need clothes, you just tell me while I'm doing my order. I got you, Silk. I need groceries. Just tell you. You know what I'm saying? But they're playing the game of life like it's chess, not just existing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why being business owners, business isn't for everybody, but it is for everybody. Some people say, oh, life is business. Like, business is for everybody. There's no such thing where I don't want to be a business owner. You may not want to open a brick and mortar, but you should conduct your life. Like, everybody should have an LLC. Absolutely everybody should have an LLC in some capacity, because it's different beneficial, even nonprofits. Like, I think every family damn near should have a nonprofit of some sort. And if you can do your own digging. Go ahead, bro. If you go look at those if the rich people, they don't own their stuff. Their nonprofits usually own their stuff, or their businesses own their stuff. Correct. And that's how they get around. People be like, oh, these businesses do pay taxes, right? The corporate world does pay taxes. The people that run these businesses, they do pay taxes, but they pay a lower rate because they funnel everything through the business. Right. So it's all a game that you got to be into it to know. It's a lot of money at the top, and they just hide it in the business. Apple still has trillions of dollars offshore that they won't bring back to the States because of the taxes. You just got to decide who you is on this chessboard. You could just be a pawn up front, just getting pushed around, just being a part of the game. Because you're still getting used in the game, but you're just being pushed around, no real importance. Or you could be somebody on that back row, knight, kings, castles, kings, queens, bishops. Yeah. Play the game a little bit. I'm telling you give me a flat tax, bro. You make it do what it do. Oh, yeah. Y'all get my whole check? You put me on to some of the flat tax. I wasn't aware of that, man. Yeah, that's one of they introduced the bill. I think it was HR 1040 back in 2021. And it was like 19%. And then after 2 years, it drops to 17% of elected officials.
McCrispy strips are now at McDonald's. Tender, juicy, and its own sauce. Would you look at that? Well, you can't see it, but trust me, it looks delicious. New McCrispy strips, now at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Brace the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started today at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
It gets rid of your income tax. You get your whole check, man. You get your whole check, and it's like living in the state of Florida. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't have income tax. Right. That's a beautiful thing. That's a good, substantial amount of money that you put back in your pocket. But what it does is make the people more conscious when you go to the store now. Instead of paying 8% for some chips, you paying 23% for some chips. And now you think, do I really need those chips? Are they really worth it? Man, I don't know. Grocery store prices are already crazy. It might send people over the ledge, even though they're saving money on the back end with the taxes. But I think the average person ain't really playing chess like that, so they're not going to see it from your perspective with the, long-term what it does, like business-wise what it does. People just going to see higher grocery prices, and not see the bigger picture of things. On certain groceries, and then you can make the petition. Nat, what up? Then you can make the petition to the government. This is where the citizens get involved and say, hey, leave groceries out of it. Because certain states don't tax vegetables, rice, perishable items, but anything like in a bag, like soda, chips, like any junk food, they'll tax those, which they should, because discourage you from getting it. Yeah. But your necessities, your milk, your eggs, your rice, all that stuff isn't taxed. Fish, all that stuff, which I think is a benefit. So I'm for flat tax. Damn, bro. I like to keep money in my pocket, dog. And I'm with it, bro. It's all about seeing the bigger picture. Sometimes you got to educate people on, a higher level of life and how to view things, man. We only know what we know sometimes, man. I wasn't aware, so now I'm gonna do some digging on just to see. I don't mind saying I don't know something too. Like people be trying to act like they know everything. I had no idea about the flat tax thing, so I'm gonna look into that. You see the cruise line? Do you have that like loaded up? Can we share that?
Let me see if
it's
I
one
can
thing
find
to
it.
explain it, but I want the people to kind of see it, man. But a cruise line staff dressed up, Christmas costumes is what they calling it. But to the naked eye and to any eye with common sense, it looked like they were Ku Klux Klan members.
I ain't see this. Hold on. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Oh, these boys.
Tap in with us. We about to share some media with y'all, some content. Cruise ship, Christmas, you on a Christmas cruise, right? And you vibing. You come out on the deck.
Hey, I'm getting off this ship ASAP. What they supposed to be?
Upside down snow cones.
Yeah, whoever did this knew what the hell they was doing, bro. Whoever did this is trolling.
Housekeeping.
There's no way in your right mindset that you thought that an upside down snow cone. Yeah, okay, bro. Well, why the snow cone ain't brown? Why the cone ain't brown?
Hey, man, you have vanilla cones. Let me ask you something. So you're on your Christmas cruise, you vibing on the deck with your family, and then they come out in these Klan outfits, man. You're in the middle of the ocean, baby. Hey, what you about to do?
Oh, it's gonna be a squabble, man.
You gotta stand on blackness. You gotta stand on blackness out there, bro.
First, I'm gonna go down to the galley on the ship. I'm gonna go in the kitchen, grab me a couple knives, and
respect.
It's gonna get some correction going on.
Yeah, arm yourself first. I like that. I like that strategy.
Last time, you see some sheets. It was Shackles and Jane going to a new country.
Hey, if you don't do nothing, bro, and then you and the old lady get in an argument later on the trip, she's gonna say, you talking to me crazy, but you ain't talk to them boys with the sheets like that on the deck.
Them Klan boys. Exactly.
Don't stand on business in this room. Stand on business on the deck where them Klan boys is at.
Hey, man, bro, I would lose it, bro. I would lose it, man. But you know me, if they ain't coming to harm me, I got my knives on me and stuff, and I'm gonna play it like I got health issues, got PTSD. Yeah, I'm gonna panic because I'm gonna sue them.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, you gotta
sue them. I'm gonna be in there like Fred Sanford, man. I'm pass out and I'm like shaking and stuff and freaking out. Well, they're gonna have to medevac me off the ship.
Right.
And I'm gonna send that lawsuit. As soon as I get back, I'm gonna call one of them lawyers on the billboard, Top Dog Law.
Yeah.
And,
take your case for free.
Yes. Say, we got one, baby. We got one. Next is going to be my cruise ship.
Did you see where Warren Sapp is suing Hillsborough County Sheriff's Department? Did you see that clip that went viral? So they falsely arrested him for obstruction of justice. A friend of his was getting a speeding ticket. They was at a gas station. If you Google it, it'll probably pop up. But a friend of his, they had a gas station, like a speed track or something like that, and he's just pretty much going over rights and writing the ticket and those things they just not conducting. And they kept telling him that they was going to arrest him. He was just breaking down the law. And, he said obstruction of justice is something physical. I can talk. Like freedom of speech is freedom of speech. I can speak all I want. And they end up putting him in cuffs. A couple months later, Hillsborough County Sheriff come out and said that it was an illegal arrest and detainment. So he just double back, spent the block, and he hitting them for 20 mil.
As he should. I hope he get either all of it or close to it. Walk out with like 12 mil. Settle for 12. Shoot for 20, settle for 12.
That's my bad, bro. Knowing the law and talking to cops greasy is my bad. That's my bad right there. I just never been fortunate. Every time I ever got arrested, they was in the right.
They so thin-skinned. So many people thin-skinned in the world. They so thin-skinned. They so quick to get angry and violated about words, man. It's like, bro, words ain't never hurt you, bro. Words from a loved one is different, though. But words from random people I don't know, bro, it's just words.
It'd be a power trip from them sometimes.
Yeah.
Depending on the cop. You meet these cops that sometimes they have, like, authority issues, man. They never been big dog in real life, man. They put on that badge and all of a sudden they big dog. They got bullied in high school. Now they could, voice their authority a little bit differently. But if somebody's breaking down the law, you'd be surprised at how many cops really don't know the law, right? You'd be absolutely shocked. But he's breaking down the law and telling them what obstruction of justice is. He's asking for badge numbers. So if you're a cop and you're out there listening, those are red flags of, I may not just want to falsely arrest this person right here. And they take advantage of the average American on a regular basis. We're making a lot of these arrests, doing a lot of these searches. There's a lot of unlawful searches. That's why a lot of cases get thrown out. But yeah, just know the law, bruh. And if they down to arrest you, don't buck, don't resist, don't get beat, pepper spray. Do exactly what Warren Sapp did in that clip. Vibe out. Let them arrest you illegally, especially if somebody videoing it, and double back for that 20 mil, man.
Facts, bro. Double up on it. Double up bowling on it. What up, Sheena? Checking out in the chat, bro.
We're going to get into some Nat Turner talk next month, man. Black History Month. We're going to start breaking down, some of these gangsters of Black history, man. Not the docile Black history. We're going to get into some gangster Black history. I know your real name ain't Nat Turner, my brother, but that's what you got on here, so I got to call you that. I respect you. I respect whatever you call yourself. What else we got on here?
We got 5 minutes.
We want to close it up? What we at with it?
We got 5 minutes there.
Okay.
We got another one?
Got another one? What we got in here? What we got in the chamber? What is near and dear to my heart?
I just can't believe that boy about to get 20 M's. They probably going to settle for a couple mil, a cool meal, though.
So TikTok, that's what I want to talk about. So TikTok, we spoke about this like a couple shows ago about them shutting down. They did shut down, bounce back, but right now you can't download from the Apple Store, right? And I've been saying how people value this. Man, I seen people crying on social media, and I get it. Like, to a certain extent, some people are losing millions of dollars and hundreds of thousands of dollars if they got their platform on there and they've been monetizing through there. So some of the people that was crying, it's like losing a job, like a high-paying job. So I get it. I'm not going to judge you. But even from just a consumer standpoint, the average user are going to crazy lengths because a lot of people deleted it off their phone after it was, taken down for a little bit. Bro, there's places that are reselling these phones with TikTok installed, Apple phones. They got them online for like $50K. I'm about to sell my phone.
Hey, you know what would make your customer service help desk way better? Dumping it and then switching to Intercom. But you're not quite ready to make that change. We get it. That's why Finn, the world's leading AI customer service agent, is now available on every help desk. Finn can instantly resolve up to 80% of your tickets, which makes your customers happier and gets you off the customer service rep hiring treadmill. Finn by Intercom, the leading customer service AI agent, now available on every help desk.
This is Paige DeSorbo, the co-host of Giggly Squad. I have exciting news. McDonald's has all new McCrispy strips. It's chicken made for dipping. Tender, juicy white meat chicken with a golden brown, peppery breading. It's chicken so good it deserves its own sauce. The creamy chili McCrispy strip dip, a sauce that's creamy, savory, and sweet with a little heat. But it works with any of our sauces. I'm personally a barbecue sauce girl. Even sometimes I like ketchup. I'm just like basic sometimes. But I also need it in addition to any new sauces I'm trying. With a new creamy chili McCrispy strip dip, it's chicken made for dipping, only at McDonald's.
I got mine. I got 3 phones. I got 3 phones with
everything
TikTok
for sale,
on them.
baby. Yeah, for real.
3 phones with TikTok. Holler at me if you need it. 58, man, I'll sell it to you for 40. I got
easy.
3 phones for 40. Easy. 40 a piece. 40 a piece, bro. Let me know.
Spread
Tap
the
in
word.
with me. Oh, that's idiotic. It ain't even that
I sell
serious.
every phone in my house.
But my thing
Kids'
is,
phones, everybody's phone gone. 40 grand a piece.
why'd you delete it off your phone? Like, who are you listening to? See, that's what y'all need. Y'all need to stay off these people telling y'all what to do. Who told you to delete? Everybody know that. Well, I've been in countries where apps been blocked, right? So I know these things. Like, never delete it, bro. Never delete the app. Have the app downloaded before you go to a different country that don't have it. Because all you got to do if you want it back, if you really want it back, instead of you paying $58K, take yourself in the phone and go to like Jamaica or somewhere. A quick trip to, well, I wasn't going to say Haiti because barbecue will get you over there.
Yeah, you can't just go over there vibing.
Yeah, just go to Jamaica where it's allowed. They don't even have, do they have it in Canada? I don't know. Go to Canada. Don't pay $58K, but you can pay me $40 if you don't want to do none of that. Pay me $40. I got 3 phones.
I'll undercut him. Just DM me.
Shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Last thing before we get out of here, man. Quick. Do you think, in the grand scheme of it all, I rocks with Elon, like from an innovative.
That was not the salute.
Yeah, I ain't even talking about the salute. I don't even care about that. They gonna strike into the emotions of people. If it was a Nazi salute, it was doing exactly what he wanted to do. He understands human behavior to a very high level. You know what I'm saying? But Do you think it's potentially dangerous for a man that sells the military, intelligence, equipment, also is a world leader in social media and just technology altogether, one of the richest men in the world, right? If not the richest man in the world. Do you think it's potentially dangerous for him to be on Trump's cabinet?
Absolutely. Absolutely. If anybody's unqualified for any government position, it's him. What has he done besides Tesla and SpaceX and a businessman? And he's the biggest opponent against DEI, and he ain't qualified for any of the positions they struck him for. You don't know how government runs. This is why I want to say, go on my look. First of all, the government isn't in the business of making money. So if the government runs a program, the government budgets the money and lowers or increases taxes.
That's a lot
to cover
that making money.
Like the post office, for instance, they want to go out there and gut the post office. But what you don't understand, the post office isn't in the business of making money. It's in the business of breaking even, if necessary, from the money it made when they sell you stamps, things like that. But it's not supposed to make a profit. It's not supposed to come back to the government and say, oh, we made $7 billion in profit this year for the post office. No, because then now you lied to the taxpayers. Now you told me you need to give me back my money because you're owned by the taxpayers. So if they go in and what they want to do is they want to take the post office for themselves so they can break you. Because think about walking to UPS, walking to FedEx, walking to DHL, and walking to the post office and compare the prices for you to ship something. Guaranteed that FedEx, DHL, and UPS is way higher than the post office. And they get rid of the post office, all of them going to absorb it up, add in Amazon, and they're going to just charge you more fees. They're going to raise it up. You think it gets like whatever it is to mail a stamp for one stamp now, just triple that. Because they're going to be in there to make money.
Yeah, I mean, they making money. Like, I don't think there's any government program that's not running at a profit. I don't think, like, post office is probably not designed to do that. But I could guarantee you they operate at a profit, not larger profit as FedEx or any of the other companies. I think some of the reasons, when I heard Trump on Joe Rogan, he spoke very highly of Elon when it pertains to just technology, security, and things of that nature, like military defense, even just from the Starlink thing and just, how we run in landlines like through America, being able to get technology and speed of technology to a certain point. I think from that standpoint, Trump is in the arms race with the rest of the world. I think he wants the United States government to be loud and far and exceedingly more advanced technology because, Elon's going to space. He's doing a lot of stuff, and if he's over security in America, I think you had an advantage of the rest of the world, especially when you got all these World War rumors. Everybody's talking about World War III. Having a guy like Elon in your arsenal is just a little bit, I think, of an advantage. So I think it's a power move. And we'll see technology, currency, money-wise. I think the future of the entire world is changing. It's revolutionary times. The whole world's changing right in front of us. The way he built this cabinet is revolutionary. Like, they don't really, and revolutions don't mean that everything go positive. Like, it's just huge changes. It could go wrong, but I think it's a revolutionary move. And he's just trying to be ahead of the curve when it pertains to even the guy he freed up. He pardoned the Silk Road guy, Rob. I can't pronounce his last name too clearly, but he freed up the dude that was the architect of Silk Road, and I think that as well is a power move.
Yeah,
and we'll see how it all plays out, though. I just want to get your thoughts on that, man.
For sure. I mean, that's a good way to look at it. I'm gonna go ride down to Gulf America, though. Gulf of America.
What's that?
Ride down there.
It's a store?
No, Gulf of America. They got rid of Gulf of Mexico. It's Gulf of America now.
Golf?
Yeah.
I thought you said golf.
It's same difference.
Nah, bro, I thought you was going to play 18. I thought you was getting a cart and going to play 18 holes, my boy. All right, man, pass the cup. What you got, man? What's on your mind, man?
That's pretty much it. Our pass the cup was about the whole government entity. That was my pass the cup moment. That was my little rant.
Yeah, mine's just be not afraid, man. Don't move out of fear. Suckers and victims move out of fear. We're not victims. We're not suckers. Like, be in charge of your life. Stand 10 toes down. Aware, conscious for opportunities. But all that fear mongering is for the birds, man. We out here.
Yep. Boy. See y'all tomorrow.
This is Paige DeSorbo, the co-host of Giggly Squad. I have exciting news. McDonald's has all new McCrispy strips. It's chicken made for dipping. Tender, juicy white meat chicken with a golden brown, peppery breading. It's chicken so good it deserves its own sauce. The creamy chili McCrispy strip dip, a sauce that's creamy, savory, and sweet with a little heat. But it works with any of our sauces. I'm personally a barbecue sauce girl. Even sometimes I like ketchup. I'm just like basic sometimes. But I also need it in addition to any new sauces I'm trying. With a new creamy chili McCrispy strip dip, it's chicken made for dipping, only at McDonald's.
Ever wonder what your lashes are destined for? The cards have spoken. Maybelline New York Mascara does it all. Whether you crave fully fan lashes with Lash Sensational, big, bold volume from the Colossal, a dramatic lift with Falsies Lash Lift, or natural-looking volume from Great Lash, your perfect lash future awaits. Manifest your best mascara today. Shop Maybelline New York and discover your lash destiny. Shop now at Walmart.
This podcast is brought to you by Aura. Imagine waking up to find your bank account drained, bills for loans you never took out, a warrant for your arrest, all because someone stole your identity. Hackers aren't waiting. Why are you? That's why we're thrilled to partner with Aura. Your personal data is a goldmine for hackers, and Aura helps lock it down. Aura monitors the dark web, blocks data brokers from selling your information, includes a VPN for private browsing, and a password manager to secure your accounts before criminals break in. For a limited time, Aura is offering our listeners a 14-day free trial plus a dark web scan to check if your personal information has been leaked, all for free at aura.com/safety. That's aura.com/safety to sign up and start protecting yourself and your loved ones. That's aura.com/safety. Terms apply. Check the site for details.